What is up, you beautiful people? My name is Tyler Lunsford, and welcome to the first ever episode of Live with Lunsford. Today, I have with me some exciting guests. I'm really excited for them to be here with me today. I'm not really going to waste any time to introduce them. Let me go ahead and bring them right up. Who am I talking about? I am talking about the wonderful, the great, the two guys named Daryl. The other brothers. So you can go ahead and, Todd should be up on the screen now.
What's up?
Alright, so if you just want to introduce yourselves, tell people who you are if they don't know, which if they watch my channel, I do quite a bit of Other Brothers product releases and reviews. So if you don't know who the Other Brothers are, here they are.
Is that Daryl?
I'm also Daryl.
And yeah, we're the other brothers.
We
And,
do magic stuff. That's probably why you guys are tuning in. And we have a company that releases magic, and hopefully you guys have some of our magic stuff and are performing it. That's what we're real passionate about.
Yeah, so I don't really have like a complete structure for today, but I really just want to talk about, what they do, maybe talk about some future releases, drop some hints maybe, or talk about past releases. You can ask any questions you want about the stuff that I've reviewed, or I don't even have to have reviewed it if you like what they put out. But yeah, so I got plenty of their stuff right here. Just drop some questions in the chat below if you'd like to get your question answered. I do have some questions on Instagram, actually, so we'll go ahead and start off with one of those if you guys are okay with that.
Yeah, let's do it.
Oh, yeah.
So, the first question is, do you have other brothers? No, I'm joking.
We've collected them over the years. There's one guy who has like a special certificate from Blackpool one year that Andy Louder made. It was like certified Daryl with 3 R's, and we gave him some kids and a picture with them. But he was very confused. You know what was going on.
That's great. I like that a lot. I guess your other brothers do magic too. Let's see. So we have the first question is what's going on right now in your lives in the magic world? Like, what if you just want to talk about something current that's going on? Like, I know we have abstract effects that you can talk about if you'd like to.
Yeah, man, that's pretty much it. It's been abstract effects. So like for years we were just the other brothers, and we just did our own release through other companies, which was great. But that whole time, we were learning how business work, how to produce things, how to talk to China manufacturers and box manufacturers and all that. And then we teamed up with Maxwell, who he sends you, tricks when we have them available for review. And and then basically we started abstract effects, and now we're doing it. So our whole life now has been like putting out our magic and friends' magic. That's like our whole day, every day.
That's awesome, man. That is the life, isn't it?
Sometimes.
Yeah.
I guess so.
No, it's good. We're thankful for it. It's just been a lot of work, but it's been a lot of fun, really rewarding, and super awesome. We feel like businessmen now. The magician's kind of weird.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We're just gonna start off from the beginning, though. Someone wants to know, when did you guys actually become? Like, how did you become? When did you become the Other Brothers?
I don't know. What do you think? Like 6 years ago?
Yeah, 6 years ago, maybe 7 years ago by now. I don't know.
But basically, like in our whole lives, like old people specifically, have always gone up to us separate from each other. Just when your name Daryl happens, and anybody named Daryl will know this is true. And like an old person will just be like, "Oh, your name's Daryl. Where's your other brother, Daryl?" And it's like from some old TV show from like the '60s. And so basically, when me and Daryl finally met, and I found his name was Daryl, and found out I was Daryl. We were like, they've been telling me about you my whole life. And we were like super excited. So like, it came pretty quickly to be the other brothers because of the Bob Newhart show and all these people talking to us their whole lives.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I think we were the other brothers before we even like put out our first trick. We knew we were the other brothers.
That's really cool.
And it's really funny because the first trick we put out, they are not the first trick, whatever. One of the early tricks. They're like, okay, what do you want to release it as? The other brothers are like, nah, I think it's better to release it as Daryl Williams, Daryl Davis. So there's one or two tricks out there that are not labeled as other brothers.
I know. Smooth Prediction has the Other Brothers on it, but then under it says both your names. So was that one of your earlier releases?
That was one of our first releases. Yeah. Before that, our first release was Hands Down, the Witch Hand Effect. And then it was our first release with Penguin that was not called The Other Brothers when it first came out.
Okay, cool.
Which is Bandit.
Nice, yeah. So this is something that someone wants to know. I think you might know who this is. Their Instagram is at eogan.se.
Oh, great. Yeah.
It says, do you recommend using gloves to build Revolve? Vinyl or Home Depot work gloves?
Definitely Home Depot.
Okay, just making sure. Yeah. But now someone wants to know what's the next move for Magic for you guys as of right now?
Our next move in Magic?
Yes, sir.
Is probably can't talk too much about it, but we're gonna be producing a Magic show.
Oh shoot! You heard it here first.
Vegas, yeah.
Dang, that's exciting. Can we? Do you know a date on that or?
No, we don't.
Okay.
We don't have a date on it yet.
Cool.
But we'll be sure to keep you updated as we get closer.
Awesome.
What did you say something, Daryl? I think it was muted.
Oh yeah, I got my headphones. Apparently there's some issue. Dude, I'm the worst at this stuff, man. I don't know how to technology at all. But no, I got to the end of the question about a Sharpie, and then I don't remember what I was saying, but
nice. But yeah, so that is the first couple questions, and someone wants to know, what is your favorite trick that you've ever created, actually?
That we've released or that we created?
That you've released, I'm guessing, so they can purchase it if they want to.
Dude, I don't know, man. Maybe Grandpa Letter.
Yeah.
Just because of how much sheer effort that took.
Oh, I bet.
I did. I'll even tell him. Have you done a review on Grandpa Letter?
I have actually.
Okay, so yours kind of know, but dude, that's my favorite one.
Yeah, I'll.
Or Curious George we were talking about was really good too, actually.
Cool.
Yeah, and then right behind you is Smooth Predictions. That's one of my favorites because it took a problem that a lot of magicians just blew past and really fixed it. So and then plus it's just a good trick, I think.
Yeah,
yeah, it's one of those that didn't sell that well, but once we take it to conventions and stuff, people freak out when they see it live. Smooth Predictions with the trailer, it was hard to get across what it was exactly, and we weren't super experienced in what trailers were supposed to look like and communicate. And so, but the trick is so insane, and then every time we took it to any convention, it sold out immediately because people were seeing it live. We actually don't have any units anymore at all.
Man, that's awesome. I actually, fun fact, I recorded right before we got on to do this. I actually recorded the review for Smooth Prediction, so that.
Oh, really?
So
I'm excited to see it.
Probably tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken.
Cool.
I think tomorrow for that one. But yeah, I watched the tutorial video months ago because I purchased it a while back, and I really liked it. I think it's something that you can do more than you think because it's customizable too. I mean, because it comes blank, so you basically write what you want to.
Yeah.
Which is really awesome. I can't wait to start when I have time to start diving into different ways to actually use that deck. I think it'd be really fun to use it for different things, which is really cool.
Yeah. The best part is the prediction appearing under the spectator's shoe.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that one's a good one.
Yeah. We do that live. People think that's not an easy thing to do, but it's extremely hilariously easy. And to show it, we always do it at our lectures, on stage with somebody. So not only does it work in a closed environment, but it also works completely well on stage.
That's awesome.
And so that's probably why we end up selling a bunch, just because people see that and they're like, "Yep, that's amazing." And then, especially under the spectator shoe, a prediction of a fully chosen card and all that is pretty wild.
Nice. There are some people that are saying they're getting a little bit of an echo with the other brothers, so hopefully that can be fixed. If there are any issues with the chat or with the live stream going on, just definitely let us know in the chat section so that way we can try to fix them. This is the first one, so really excited though to have these guys with me for the first one ever, which is really cool. You made it on the pilot episode of Live with Lunsford. That's pretty cool. I guess you can.
Yeah, that's a good name. I like that.
Yeah, marketing is. I'm just saying alliteration. Yeah. But someone wants to know, what is your creative process? Let's talk a little bit about how does it come to when you create Magic. What is it like? How do you do it? Is there a certain place that you get more creative that you feel, or anything like that?
So this is really funny. When we were first starting out, our like creative jam spot was at this McDonald's on Las Vegas Boulevard.
Nice.
We just used to go there. We're like, oh yeah, man. When we like start doing this, we're gonna like build a room that looks exactly like this room, so we can keep doing it.
Yeah, we had this like little corner at this McDonald's, like, and it was like painted like black and white stripes and had like 2 chairs, and the rest of the place was like regular McDonald's, but this corner was awesome. And
it was leather chairs at McDonald's.
Yeah, it was like big lounge chairs. Like,
jeez, this is a fancy
McDonald's. There's only 2 of them. No, just the one corner. Just the corner.
Apparently, it's a fancy
just the
corner.
2 chairs. Fancy corner. And so we met there for a while, and that was awesome. And then because we were working on building a show at the Wynn Casino at the time.
Okay.
And so we were working and doing that. So every day before we went to that, we got together for like a creative meeting for like products and stuff. And now it's a little bit different because we spent a lot of years creating a lot of magic, and now it's kind of just playing. But we were always so busy with other consulting stuff, and so now we have our own company, and it's kind of what we're focusing on. Now it's about like producing the tricks that we came up with last year, a couple years ago, so that now we're finally getting the stuff that we created out to the market. So we actually don't have too many jam sessions anymore, like maybe like once a month or something.
Okay.
But really, like, it's just about us getting out the good stuff from before that nobody's seen yet.
Cool. So is there? So we kind of said this earlier, but is there something that you really like that you've created that you haven't released yet that might be one of your favorites as well?
Yeah. So you guys know the other part of Abstract Effects is Nicholas Lawrence.
Of course.
Who's like a beast.
Mm-hmm. Creative,
he's a monster. You have
genius,
to have him on here
beast,
sometime.
slayer.
Seriously, he's like
every other adjective.
Dude, it's insane, and his sleight of hand skills like unmatched. And so I had this idea for a trick, for a gimmick. It wasn't even a trick. I just knew that there would be some potentially cool visual with it. And then we were jamming on it, and you can actually see, I think, still on maybe Nicholas's story or our story. It was there yesterday.
I know what this is.
Basically, an appearing deck.
Yes.
Yeah.
I saw that, and my mind was blown. I loved it because I had no idea what was about to happen because I just saw him take a card, and then all of a sudden he's holding a deck, and I was very surprised. But yeah, I watched it like 10 times. It was great. I don't think it's there anymore.
That's awesome.
Yeah, I totally saw that.
That's like extra good for magicians.
Yeah.
That's
and it looks it's super practical too. And then in Nicholas' hand, adding that visual element to it, like, so I'm super. That was coming out soon, actually.
Oh, really? That's
and I'm like extremely excited. Yeah, because the gimmick is unique but also kind of simple. So that's sometimes when we're producing magic, we're looking for also like ease of production sometimes, so that we can get more of the good stuff out there. Because if you go like, there's a lot of cool stuff, but if you're doing like leather wallets and stuff, that always takes 6 months to a year or longer.
Yeah, I know. So speaking of simple, Curious George is the gimmick to that. Is so simple, but it's awesome. Like I like one. Curious George is one of my favorites, I'd say, but it's so simple. Like, that's what I love about it. But
yeah, thank you, man. That's one of our favorites. I think it got trashed on. We get trashed on a lot for the simplicity of our stuff. But I think people don't realize that, like, we take a lot of pride in that, because the more simple something can be, the more we worked on it. And also, we always try and make sure that we're adding something. So, like, with Curious George, that's going to affect that, like, the premise itself hasn't been done. And then the method and the moves are all new. Just because the gimmick's simple, I don't think that ever takes away, but a lot of people do. And so that's kind of what we always fight back against, is our simplicity sometimes.
Yeah. I love it. I love simplicity. I think it makes it easier to learn, easier to carry, because there's not too much, going down in that. But another one is Snapped. That is something that I never had the idea for. Like, I saw this and I was like, oh my gosh, you have got to be kidding me. That's what that is, and it's just awesome. Like, I just did a review on it. If you want to go watch it, I uploaded it yesterday. But it's something that I never thought had a use in Magic, if you know what I'm talking about. Which is just great. So that's another one that I think is really cool. But let me see.
Yeah, what's crazy is what's really funny. A little behind the scenes story. We'll do a couple little shout outs here. So we came up with Snap while working with Justin Flom.
Yes. Yeah.
And funny enough, it was like one of those things, like, once we released it, we got reached out to by a lot of, like, big name creators, and they were like, dang it, like I came up with this too, like from like back in the day, or they had videos from the past of them like doing it, but it was all like private videos, like nothing we could have seen. So it was one of those gimmicks that like almost every other like consultant that we knew had come up with a version. Like even Nicholas Lawrence has a video of him doing Snap like 3 years before he invented Snap.
That's awesome.
But never shared it with anybody. Like Marcus Eddy as well. You know, he was doing a consulting project and showed us a video of him doing Snap. And the cool thing is those guys understand that's how it works sometimes, is like we're all kind of in the same field, and they didn't put it out or put it on social media or anything, so there's no way for any of us to know. And also, like, nobody saw the potential in how much the general public would like it. And so it's been an interesting journey, and as random as it seems, it's crazy how many people have the same idea.
Yeah, I love it. It's great. And really, like, you can slow a video down when you're using Snap, and you still have no idea what's going on, which I think is great, especially in this digital era.
Yeah,
which is awesome. But let me see if there's any comments in the chat real quick that we can get to. Let's see here. Just a lot about the echo, which hopefully is bearable now, because there was a joke in there about that. Great.
Chris really asked for mustache tips, and then that's the mustache tip you need.
Let's see. Is there... Alright, so someone said that Midnight Breakfast was their favorite release of yours, if you want to talk about that for a moment.
Yeah, that one is like such a huge open-ended project that we did where it took a gimmick and a utility that already exists, which was out to lunch, and it eliminated the like stack of business cards, which I don't know, to me is a little weird, because if you're a businessman who's carrying business cards around, like what are you doing with them in a stack rubber banded in your pocket? Or you're just doing it impromptu, so why do you have a stack of rubber business cards in your pocket? And then the other thing that it got rid of was that rubber band holding it together, which again is for your business cards. As a professional, it's kind of trashy. There's other releases that have like made that more elegant. But we went with the route of making it more impromptu. So this isn't for, or I mean, it could be, but this wasn't designed with the professional strolling magician just trying to cards. This was for the magician who's trying to do organic in real time magic for the people around him or her. And it's just a stack of money that comes out of your wallet. There's no rubber bands, goofy stuff, and it works exactly like out to lunch. So you can make stuff appear, disappear, change or transform, and then because it's a special gimmick with magnets and stuff, we even include some routines you could never do without lunch before.
Yeah, and the coolest thing about it is like I love this a couple times where it uses like true to life. It was like this one's an option, right? Like it really is. So once you see it, there's no rubber band, there's no anything. And so when you look at it in the mirror, you're seeing one thing. Like how could this even work? And then when you look at the mirror, you're like, man, that looks insane. And it's just a really weird thing. And it's kind of like very fair audio illusion. So like more times that we use like actual and audio illusions that are real, basically, to enhance magic and so worth it.
Yeah, I remember the first time I ever put the gimmick with a stack of bills. I looked at it, and I'm not gonna lie. At first, I was like, "You gotta be kidding me! It can't. This is gonna look terrible." And I went and I walked up to a mirror, and I was like, "This is not what I'm looking at." I was like, "This is totally something different," which is crazy. Yeah, it is. Really
cool. It's weird. It like only works to other people. So like if you're super curious, go buy Midnight Breakfast. It's totally worth it. That's definitely one of our favorite ones. That's probably my favorite one of the year, I think.
Yeah.
Because of like another one that like I think the cooler the magic is, the less well it does for us. So like that was another one that a lot of people didn't go for. They pick it up, but like man, the people who did like all the time tell us their favorite one, or they can't believe it.
That's awesome.
It's just one of those under the radar. I love that trick.
Yeah, it's so fun. Someone else said that they liked Bear. That Bear was their favorite.
Oh yeah, James Harrison. What's up, James? Dude, book us in Canada so we can hang out.
Yeah, that one. Big shout out to Lokai Cross, because he showed us the ink for that, and we worked together, and then came up with Bear and Daryl and I took it and started running with it and coming up with routines and stuff. And it's like a live, invisible stamp. Like you can't beat that. It's the ash on the arm trick that stage magicians do, but now it's close up and on the spectator. Like that is a pretty epic trick. I'm pretty proud of that one.
Yeah, it is a good one. I like it. Let's see. Someone else was. They had a question. Let me see. Just say hey to some people popping in. We got Peter Pawn says hi. So hey Peter, what's going on?
Awesome.
Nigel Quinn, what's up? Let's see. Just a ton of other people, which is awesome. I'm surprised. I think we got like 13 people watching now. This is really good.
Hell yeah.
So
that's awesome.
There was a question here that I'm trying to find.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe it was just people talking about the tricks that were their favorite, but I do see someone talking about card to pocket. I think they want to know a little bit about trying to figure out how to word this without giving too much away. But I think they want to know like how if you're going to carry this.
Oh, we don't care, dude.
Okay.
We talk method.
Awesome.
We don't care.
Yeah.
You go as far as you want to go. We don't care. We're not weird like that.
Well,
sounds good. So I think they want to know a little bit about pockets for a trick that uses a pocket. They want to know a little bit about pocket space, The question that they asked is do you have to use 2 decks for this effect? And I think that more comes down to pocket space concerns, just because if you're out working, you don't want to have your pockets filled up with too much stuff. So I don't know what you all want to talk about with that, but I see someone asking about that in the comments.
Yeah, so the
card to pocket.
Yeah, so for card to pocket, like, here's the thing is people gotta look at it as 2 separate effects.
Yeah.
Right? Because it is. It's 2 different methods for 2 separate effects that happen to make one whole routine, right? And for anybody who watched that trailer, for whatever reason, there's like a little disclaimer here. Everybody thought the trailer was edited or we left stuff out. Like, there's not one thing left out of that trailer. Like, from where the guys told him the deck, like, Daryl did no pre-show work, didn't talk to him, just literally handed him the deck and started. And so a lot of people didn't realize that. And so when you go back and watch it, you're seeing a full, real performance. That's the way it goes down every time. So with that said, anyways, you're looking at 2 different effects. You're looking at the card vanishing from the deck without you touching it. That's the first thing you have to accomplish.
And it can be in the spectator's hand before the card's named, which is like epic, huge, new.
Yeah, because that's never been done. That's us adding something to this old principle that's never been done. We came up with a handling and some unique design that helped us do it so where you can hand the deck, say name any card, and then it will be gone, right? And that's how that is. And then you got the second part of the effect, which is having that card vanish from the deck and then appear in your pocket. And so realistically, they can name any card they want. So if you have another way of revealing any name card, whether it be like a phone app or
invisible deck,
or a brainwave even, like, it really doesn't matter, because you'll be able to, you do a transpo, you bring out a brainwave deck, and now that card's gone from their deck and it's immediately inside the brainwave, because you have to do options with brainwave. So a lot of people might not, the second part of the effect might not be what they ideally want to do, but they can see the value of, like, okay, now if I can find a cool way to reveal a card, one of 52 cards that's just named, then you have like a killer effect.
Nice. Yeah, it's awesome.
And then my opinion on it is the second part is the really cool part. It's the part that takes the most work, but it's the part that is so worth it to me, because you can name any card freely, reach into your pocket, pull it out, and turn your pocket inside out. There's no other cards in your pocket, and it's the card they named. Or like Jess said, we don't mind sharing secrets. It's a pocket index, so
cool.
A lot of people
are like, at this point, right?
Yeah, a lot of people shy away from an index, but I mean, it's really funny because when Daryl and I do strolling gigs, there's a lot of times where I show up and I have like 4 pocket indexes on me, and each one does a different trick, and like I could do a whole set of just index work. And I love it, and it's really powerful. It's magic that you like. In the old days, it was like the go-to. Jimmy Grippo was like the master of indexes, and so it just depends on what you like and what you can take from it, and if you want to put it all together.
is because I hate pocket indexes, man. I hate them, like with a passion. Like, they're always, I'm like, dude, why are you doing that? Like, I hate this, dude. But then. But when I saw the pocket index, I'm like, okay. Because I always knew the pocket index was good. It was powerful. I just never liked the idea of having a pocket index, like most people. But what's insane about this one is we've actually restructured it so it is insanely fast. That's the first thing. And then the best part about it, though, is that it doesn't need to be fast in this trick, because if you think about what's happening, they're holding the deck of cards. They name their card. You already know what card you can pull out of the pocket index, and then you instruct them to go through the entire deck. And you can have them go through it again to make sure that it's gone. So you have literally a minute where the spectator is looking down at the cards, where you can literally be playing in your pockets trying to get this card out. So when I perform, that's exactly what happens. As soon as they name the card, I say, okay, go through the deck and look for it. It's not going to be there. And so while they're looking, I just have all the time in the world to go 1, 2, and there it is, or whatever it is. And that makes it feel way different than the normal pocket index, where you have to be like super precise in practice, where you have to like just get it out quick because people are watching you.
Yeah, I totally agree. I'm not the biggest fan of pocket indexes just because of kind of what you were talking about, really the timing issue. Just because the hardest part for me is, reaching into my pocket and pulling out a card with the certain amount of time that I do have. But like you said, with this, there is the misdirection element that you have, and people are focused on the cards that they're holding and not you reaching into your pocket, which is awesome. And I think that it really shows something about you guys too, that you're really transparent with your effects, because you totally just revealed like half of the effect right there, which is awesome. It's really great. And I think as a consumer, as a magician who's buying magic, that's really nice to see. So thank you for that, and thank you for being transparent about your magic, which is awesome.
Yeah, I think the thing is, like, we always want to be transparent on any platform we can. So on the main release, you can't, because then you lose customers, because they say, oh, I know how it's done, that's all they buy it for, I'd say half our customers just buy it to learn the secret. But after that initial release, like, we're so happy to share and talk about it. We're never hiding anything. We don't want to. Like, I really believe that there are a lot of, like, sharks in the industry who just release, like, basically, like, crap just to get it out there. And Daryl and I are so passionate about this and what we do, and there's always a reason, and we're always so excited about it. And we've always gotten great responses from these tricks. So sometimes people confuse, then they think, we're just releasing whatever and however, but no, like, we love this stuff, and we love talking about it, and we want to share it with people. And the people on your channel, love magic, and so we don't mind sharing with them at all.
It's awesome. Then someone in the comments, I think Nigel said again, I think you guys might respond to this, but he said he missed you guys at Blackpool, and hopefully he gets to see you this year at Magic Live. It's just awesome.
Yeah. Oh, we'll be there.
Do you?
We'll be there in full force.
Are you planning on doing some pretty big things again at Magic Live 2020?
Oh yeah, bigger.
Oh my goodness, are we gonna hang even more things from the ceiling?
That's it. I actually don't know how we're gonna be bigger. We have a meeting here actually this week with another big local production company, basically, and like event company. And so we're going to see, shout out Neon Pineapple, the homies.
Neon Pineapple.
And,
yeah.
And so anyway, they're going to help us design our booth for Magic Live. Cool. We're so excited about it.
Cool, that's super exciting, man. And if you're watching, I'm actually going to be at Magic Live. So if you're at Magic Live, definitely, I'll say hey. If you come up, go to the other brothers, say hey to them, check out their stand. But that's my first Magic Live that I'm going to, and I'm super, super pumped about it, especially hearing that it seems like everyone's just going to keep going bigger and getting better as time goes on, which is awesome.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so really excited for that. If there's any comments that you guys have or questions that you want to ask about tricks that they've released, it doesn't even have to be one of these up here, which, honestly, I don't know how many you guys have released that's not up here. That's a physical product when I think about it.
Right.
But I don't think we've talked about Taken yet, which I actually have a review going up for later today. Should be happening. If you just want to mention Taken real quick, just a little bit about that. It was released with Penguin, I believe, in the past few months, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, pretty recently. It was like a couple months ago. Taken is a new way of approaching a billet peak sort of situation. It's usually for like Acidus Novus, for a center tear, or for any way that you're acquiring information. At some point, the spectator writes on the billet, and you take it into your hands, and you do something, and then you could either give it back to them, or if you torn it up, you're throwing it away or whatever. And then Taken was our way of looking at that, where what if you never gave it to the magician? What if the spectator kept full control of it the whole time? How could that turn into some sort of information peak? So that's what we came up with. It's a gimmick that is like fully handleable by the spectator. They write on the business card, put it in an envelope, seal it themselves, put that in their wallet, duct tape it up, whatever they want to do. And then they give you the stack of envelopes that you gave them from the beginning, and you're done. Like, they did all the work. They didn't even realize they were doing it.
Cool. Yeah. I like it a lot. It's I was just and you also teach how to make additional Taken gimmicks on the tutorial. So if you want to make multiple, Taken envelopes, you can do that as well, which I thought was cool. There's someone in the comments section, Toby Trailer. He says that as other creators, as creators in the magic world, do other magicians come to you with ideas not fully fleshed out? He said Laura London comes to mind. So are you guys still like consulting about that kind of stuff?
Yeah, so we'll be super transparent with everybody about like the way our kind of working with artists goes these days. So if you mean just consulting, so we don't do any like consulting anymore, really. We're kind of backing away from it. We're happy to take on projects, but it's got to be like very specific things. We have to have a lot of creative control and that kind of stuff. But what it sounds like he's saying is like, if somebody comes to us with like a half fleshed out idea, then like what do we do with it? So that's where we differ from, I'll say, every single other magic company. Because most magic companies, they'll come to you with, and they'll say, Banshee pays the best in the game, 30% for an artist, right? And we pay the same. So if you come to us with a fully fleshed out product, right? Like, this is this trick, here's how you make it, and it's done, and we don't have to do anything, then you get your full 30%. But a lot of times people have really great ideas that they might not be able to manufacture or something, And then, so we're happy to basically look at an idea and then basically give a lesser percent for us to take it on, because that means Daryl, myself, and Nicholas are going to have to be working on it, developing it. Max is going to have to be ordering prototypes in China, but we go all into it, which ends up being hugely effective for the artist and ourselves. So, and that way, that's kind of how Stasis worked. Like Jamber came to us with an idea, and it was very interesting. He had actually pitched it to a couple other magic companies, and they said no.
Dang.
And because it had the potential in it, right? And then so Daryl, Nicholas, and I saw the potential in it. We take it under our wing. All four of us, including Jammer, work on it for a year, and now it's something amazing. And so that's where we would have never had the hit that Stasis was unless we took a chance on a product that wasn't fully developed. So we love seeing half-finished ideas from people and working on them.
Yeah, that's awesome.
Because it ends up just being an extended jam session on one trick with us and the artist, and that's where like the best ideas come out, is from a long jam session like that.
That's awesome. That's great to hear. Especially, seeing how well Stasis did. It was sold out everywhere, like within the first like little bit. Absolutely wild. And just to think that if you guys, hadn't taken a chance on an idea that later became, something great like Stasis, that this wouldn't have happened, and people wouldn't have this, magic utility gimmick that they can stack whatever they want to on, which is really cool to think about.
Yeah, people love it. We appreciate everybody buying. We've been overwhelmed with the support. Like, we can't believe it. Like, how much magic is in people's homes just from the 1 year of being Abstract Effects. Like, we cannot absolutely believe it. It makes no sense, and we're just so thankful for everybody.
Yeah, it's great. It's awesome. I know I have a couple Abstract Effects releases on my shelf. Actually, I have a few. I got Stasis, sitting right up there on top, and I'm excited about
Midnight Breakfast, MSO, Snaps
stuff. Yeah, which is really cool. Speaking of Abstract, is there any hints that you could drop about future releases coming? I know we kind of talked about Nicholas's like deck appear, or you guys' deck appear, but deck appearance. Is there anything else? I think you've mentioned this somewhere else, but Patrick Kuhn has something coming out. I don't know if you want to give any hints, but or anything else. Doesn't just have to be about him, but if you just want to talk about that for a minute, you totally can. You have the floor.
Well, the mock-up for the packaging for that trick literally just came in.
Oh. No, it didn't.
Yeah.
I want to see it.
Well, but to get to the question, it's an effect called Summit, which is thought of card appearing rolled up inside of a Sharpie. So that is like completely open-ended to like how you want to perform it, but it's the Sharpie's in view the whole time. The card is never set. There it is.
Shoot. Oh, that's sexy.
Man. Yeah.
A little sneak preview there.
But the Sharpie ends up in the spectator's hand before they've said the card. Like, there's so many impossible layers to this trick.
Oh my gosh.
But it does what it says on the package that you just saw. Like, it's the card that they're thinking of ends up inside the Sharpie that they're holding.
I am. Oh, is there a date that you could give? Maybe that it's coming soonish, or when you think it'll?
It's coming soon. We had kind of some issues with some stuff, and this gimmick is no joke. So when you see it, this is like a really cool James Bond-ish gimmick. I mean, it's like fully a 3D printed thing, and it's all kinds of crazy. Like, I think actual parts to, like, not pocket space, because it's very minimal pocket space on this one. But you've got, like, I don't know, 1, 2, 6, 12, 13, 14, it's like 15 moving parts on this trick.
Oh my goodness.
And it's dead simple, so people are going to love it. You know, we've been sending the videos to, we'll send you a video of a performance, like a little sneak preview. And everybody we sent it to, everybody who's seen it live, we did it for so many people at Magic Fest. Everybody's been freaking out. And so we're like too excited about this one. So maybe I'd say like maybe another like month
awesome.
or so. You guys will see it, hopefully. Fingers crossed.
That's so
cool. Oh,
yeah. And I know we might. I really want to make this live with Lunsford a thing, and I'm thankful that the other brothers were here for the first episode. But if Patrick wants to come on, we might could do one with that in the future, which would be really cool. And not just the other brothers. I'd like to get more creators on here and just have live with Lunsford be a thing that happens every so often. I think it's a really cool idea, which is just awesome. I'm glad we're here, and I'm glad we get to talk about this today. We've been going now for about 41 minutes. We're probably gonna start wrapping up soon. But if there's any questions that people have, just get them in the chat real quick. But let's see. Toby Trailer said that was exactly what he wanted to know about the consulting and fully fleshed out ideas, which I think was really good.
Yeah, so please hit us up, man. We hope to hear from you on Instagram or something. Because, anybody who has an idea, if you're like, oh man, it'd be so sick if like a guitar could do this, or a key could do that, or a coin could do that. Like, we have full manufacturing abilities and prototyping skills. So, like, anything you have an idea for Magic, please, everyone reach out to us, because we're ready to put out a lot more Magic this year.
That's awesome. And like you said earlier, you were surprised at how much Magic from Abstract is on people's shelves, and it was kind of crazy. I mean, how many releases did y'all put out last year for a Magic company?
Well, I guess going back to the 12-month period was probably, so we had from Snap was our first one as like independent artist. Before we were Abstract, but still turned into Abstract.
Brothers Magic,
but still kind of count. Yeah, so that lasted all 2 months before we hung out with Nicholas Lawrence. We were like, now let's join forces and start Abstract Effects. So the Snap, MSO, Blade, Titan, Midnight Breakfast.
Oh, I guess that's what on the Murphy's page.
Jeez. Yeah. Stasis, Crimson Deck, Revolves, like 8 or 9.
That's crazy.
Snapped, Maxwell's, Blade, Titan, Midnight Breakfast, Stasis, Crimson Deck, and Revolve. Plus some others that are on there, like Grandpa Letter.
Cool.
Outsider's Deck, just coming out.
Outsider's Deck, yeah.
Nice. Man, that's awesome. And then I know we haven't really talked about the Crimson Deck real quick, so we'll talk about that real quick and then answer a few more questions, then we'll get out of here. But is there anything you guys want to say about the Crimson Deck? Because I know we haven't said much about it, so if you just want to touch on that with Laura London and how that came about, what it is.
Yeah, so basically we were hanging out with Laura, and we were talking about stuff, and she showed us some clips from a TV thing she did, and we were just like super fooled by it and didn't know like what was going on. And like, man, this is good. And then she's telling us that she uses this gaff deck all the time. And once we heard about it, like, again, it's so simple, but that's what you need when you're Laura London performing on TV and all around the world all year long. Like, you need something simple that you can do lots of things with. And this was that. And it made it seem so fair because, like, we're shuffling the cards, we're handling the cards, like, spectators are shuffling, and then you still got all of these crazy miracles. So, and also just to get to sit down with somebody like Laura London for an hour and have her talk through her theory on the way things should be done and her experience, especially when it comes to like the fake mind reading part. When it comes to like reading the mind and guessing the card and all that. That is like she does that better than anybody I've seen. She can like capture a whole audience with that. And so I love that just for the fact that it's more London. It's a utility gimmick that anybody can use. Anybody can use. Super simple. Like even no skill, all the way up to like lots of skill. So
yeah, that's like the hidden gem of trick is that Laura has. She goes an hour on hot reading, which is like I can't even think of there's the encyclopedia cold reading or something by or whatever. Ian, I can't think of last name right now. Embarrassing myself. But anyways, that's the only book I've ever read that even had a chapter on. And Laura just went full on. You want to do this stuff? This is exactly how. And never mind the card trick. Like that's worth it right there.
100%.
That's awesome. Toby has one more question.
Ian Rowland.
Okay. He says. He'll ask another one. Are there any lectures that you guys have planned coming in 2020 that you want to talk about, or is there any places that you'll be going in 2020? Maybe you can touch on that.
Our calendar events. So we are hosting a pizza party at Abercorn Never. That's our favorite convention every year. Shout out Steve Daly. So that's our favorite one. So if you can go there. We'll have a party. We're not doing anything else. We'll be there hanging out. And then Des Moines, Iowa. And then we go to I think Pittsburgh for IBM. And then Magic Live. And then we're doing Mexico, Monterrey right after Magic Live. So we're so excited for that.
Oh, that is
yeah.
Seems like you guys.
And then at some point after that, we're going to Beijing, China.
Oh wow!
Wow.
Yeah.
Wild.
That is awesome.
In September.
Busy people, I see.
Dude, pretty much.
Yeah, Toby said old school or just old. I just love the knowledge from lectures and books. So, yeah, they're awesome. But yeah, I guess we're gonna start to wrap up here. Seems like there's a lot of stuff going down at Magic conventions. So if you guys go out to Magic conventions, I encourage that myself. That's kind of like my New Year's resolution, is me trying to get some more Magic conventions on my list, and me just actually going out and seeing new Magic, hearing people talk and lecture, which is awesome. So yeah, I really like that idea of them talking about Magic conventions. So that's really cool. But yeah, I think that's going to be about it. If you guys want to go ahead and just plug anything that you have to plug, like social media and all that stuff, any like last words that you might have, you can go. The floor is yours.
Oh, I think Joe's muted.
Oh no.
See.
All right.
Okay,
go for it.
I was going to say, go follow us on Abstract Effects on Instagram. Like, type in Abstract Effects, go follow us. Like, because funny enough, we were telling Tyler before, we have zero knowledge of social media or what we're doing on there. And the fact that we did so well selling Magic, we assumed we had lots of followers. Turns out we don't at all. So we appreciate the ones we have. So it's still like very small niche people that we can spend time actually talking to everybody and posting, commenting back, and just because it's still a small little group there. So it's kind of nice. Join it and hang out with us.
Awesome.
And then you can also find us on Facebook under Abstract Effects, and then if you want to buy abstracteffects.com.
There you go. You heard it here. We got some. I was really excited that we got to do this today. We had some exclusives come out, some sneak peeks, stuff like that. We got to talk about where they can buy some of your Magic. It's awesome. We got to talk more in depth about some of the tricks. And I was really happy that we got to do this today. So thank you guys so much for coming into this, and I really appreciate it. And I just wanted to say thank you for that. So thanks, guys.
Yeah, thank you for hosting this together.
No problem.
We love what you're doing, man. Keep it up. You're
Thanks.
awesome.
I appreciate it.
Yeah.
We'll try to have you on here sometime soon, maybe with that release of Summit or something else coming out. But yeah,
deal.
Definitely.
Look forward to it.
All right. Well, I'll see you later. Peace out. I'm gonna go ahead and do an outro for this video, and I'll holler at you guys later. So, see ya.
All right. Bye, everybody on YouTube land.
Alright, so thank you guys so much for tuning in today. I really appreciate you tuning into this first ever episode of Live with Lunsford. I hope you got something out of it. I really just want this to be informative. I want it to be fun. I want people to just come here and enjoy listening to Magic, talking about Magic. So Thank you so much, and once again, thank you to the other brothers for coming on today. Really appreciated having them here, and I was just super excited to be able to do this. So this was awesome. Let me know if you're watching this on the replay. You can definitely watch it, later. Comment down below. Should I do more of these? Do you think this is a good idea? Did you like it? Did you learn anything today? So once again, thank you so much for watching, and hopefully I'll see you in another video sometime soon. See ya.